but he's very positive. He passed good energy, and he was telling him, "Oh, the elbows is working. Keep with the
Oh,
elbow."
yeah, well, you did, and it worked. What kind of advice would Cruyo give you after a fight? Would he ever kind of step in and be like, okay, that clinch was okay, but you should have done it like this? What kind of advice did he give you in preparation, or what kind of advice after a fight came from him?
Kuryo, he taught me so much, Robin. It's like what I said about the guard and the distance, about blocking, about moving, about fake, about so much things I learned from him holding the pads. When I start training with him, and then I kick, and then he take the so funny. He take the pads when I kick, and then I fall. Without balance. So it was a lot. But yes, the advices he gives is many. Depends the fight I got. He tell me what I should improve.
That's awesome. So before we start this video, it's really good because it seems like you have some really high level people around you. I mean, your jujitsu itself, you can. Who would anybody? Who is your jujitsu coach? I mean, you're obviously a very successful jiu-jitsu guy and black belt, etc. But while in fight camp, would anybody kind of give you MMA jiu-jitsu tips, or was it kind of you just figuring it out on yourself and mainly working on your striking?
Oh, yeah, Robin. I think that's the thing. Yeah, I never had the official jiu-jitsu coach. Brodinho, he's my friend, and he was during the fights with me. He used to help. When he was not there, Rafael dos Anjos, he was there on my corner. That fight you saw before, Renzo Grace, he was on my corner. So it's a bit, sometimes changing. And yeah, one thing about the coaching as well, it is very important coaching.
Yeah,
And so what happened that when you have to have only one person for you to listen. If you have it, because it's allowed you to for you to have three coaches,
yeah.
right? But if the three coaches talk at the same time, you don't know how to listen, you get messed. So we were always trained to listen to one. So sometimes change, and I never had an official coach, during my fights. It was always, as you
That's
can see, change. So
that's a very big point I used to make to a lot of my fighters. I was pretty much the head coach to several guys, and during the fight, it, I felt kind of weird about it. But I remember in the beginning, kind of going through this for the first time myself as well. But there comes a point where you have to tell the corners, "Hey, look, guys, if you have something," I remember saying it, "if you have something to say it to me, and then I will yell it to the fighter,"
yeah,
because it's sometimes you have like something that's we haven't really talked about much in the last few weeks. We talked about competition, but I don't know if we really touched on the point of keying in to your coach's voice can really play a huge role. If there's three different people or two different people in your corner, it's going to drown out with the crowd. So there needs to be a head coach. It can be anybody. I mean, theoretically, it can be anybody. If you can have somebody who has experience in multiple martial arts, which is why I became who I am, because I had done a couple different things. That's the only reason I got to be where I am. But that's a huge point, being able to key in with your coach. And if you don't have that,
yes,
it can get
yes,
hurt. It can be bad.
yeah. Otherwise, you get confused.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it's very important. Have to have the head one who gonna talk, and anything that the other two they see, they talk to the one who is being the main coach to pass the information.